Hey, bunnies. Hi, honey bun. Hey guys, how you guys been? How's everyone? This is Grace reporting, and I want to get right into today's topic. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's go. Okay, so much is happening. I mean, there's so much happening, child. I feel like I'm going to have to get a news assistant at this point because everything is just going from worst to worst to worst. It's just getting worse and worse. Every time you turn on the news, you're hearing of something more tragic than what you heard 2 hours ago. Okay? So this story that I want to talk about, guys, is really serious to me. And the point is, when is all this going to stop, man? All right. So there's a woman in Harlem, New York. Okay? Listen, I know about Harlem. I've been there maybe twice. And that's why I only been there twice. Because it's always some nonsense going on in Harlem. It's nonsense going all over the world. But let's just get to the story at hand. So this pregnant woman, her name was Shanice Young, right? And she was almost 9 months pregnant. So you know that's a big belly, okay? And you know that baby's ready to come to this world any moment now. So she was 9 months pregnant, right? And she did her baby shower, you know, and all her friends and family and her man was there. So I'm sure it was a joyous occasion, right? No, it turned deadly. Oh my God. It turned deadly. You understand what I'm saying? Because of jealousy. Jealousy will drive you to do things that you never thought you would do in your natural mind. But the jealous mind comes in and say, hey, I'm jealous, I'm here, and makes you do things outside of your natural thinking. So she was in a relationship before, right? That relationship ended. From what I discovered and what the research I did, she was in a relationship with a guy named Justin, okay? That's him. Justin was with her. They had a child together, so they was together for some time. Now, that relationship was turmoil. There was constant bickering. There was argument, disrespect. You know, she was in an abusive relationship with this guy, Justin. Justin's rap sheet is long from here to Wisconsin, okay? So he's in and out of jail. He's in and out with the cops. He's for the streets. Let's just put it out there. Justin is for the streets, okay? So Justin now decides if he can't have Shanice, I guess no one can. You know? And you do have these kind of relationships with these type of can't get right man, because that's what I call them. Can't get right. You understand what I'm saying? And they just decide, well, if I can't have you, I don't want nobody to have you. That's basically what it boils down to. Let's call a spade a spade. So now she's pregnant, coming from her baby shower, okay? And he pulls up on her. He sees her with her boyfriend, which is also the father of her unborn child. And then that's when all hell breaks loose. Take a look at this news clip and then we'll come right back into speaking about it. Leave a comment too, guys. Visible. Thank you.
She was 9 months pregnant.
Shanice Young, a mother just weeks away from giving birth, was shot in the head in front of her building on West 128th Street.
Shanice was a victim. Shanice did not have 4 children. Shanice had 2 daughters, and the third one died with her.
Just after 1 a.m., Shanice was returning from her baby shower. She was taking the gifts into her building lobby when police say a fight broke out between 2 men. Neighbors say one of the men was Shanice's ex, the other the father of her unborn child. One of them had a gun that fired off.
I was woken up because of the shots.
A bullet hit Shanice in the head.
As you could imagine, it was very tense and emotional last night. I don't think anybody was able to walk around here without crying.
There's a memorial now for the 31-year-old and her unborn daughter.
Oh my God, guys. As you can clearly hear and see, oh my God. Listen, man. Listen, this is tragic. You understand what I'm saying to you? This is disgusting. She was with this Justin guy, but he can't get right. You know, you have that man that you've been with from y'all probably was 17, now y'all 40, and he still can't get it right. And you're like, come on, like, what are we doing here? Let's get on this boat and let's make this thing do what it do, or let's just go our separate ways. And that's what she had made a decision. She made a decision to leave this man, and for whatever reasons, he was not having it. So he decided to, I guess he waited for her outside of her building. So obviously he knew where she lived because, you know, he's probably from the neighborhood, which she's from the neighborhood. So he probably said, you know what? Nah. She had a baby shower, what? And she's pregnant for this guy. Maybe he didn't know that she was pregnant and he found out, and then the jealousy just overtook him because he already have a child with her. So it's like, oh my God. So now, remember, she already have 2 girls. She was pregnant with her 3rd child. From the story goes, she was also taking care of her youngest siblings because her mother had died a few years earlier. So it's like, Dad, her hands is full. She's pregnant, carrying her own child, and then she has her 2 other girls that she has to be a mom to. And here comes trouble down the block. Here comes her ex, which is also the father of one of her child. So now he pulls up. He sees her, right, with her now. Well, he was the baby father, and he starts getting to it with her. And with the baby father. So, you know, nowadays, nobody's fighting. Don't you think for a second people are throwing a fair one. No. Those days are long gone. Boop, gone. Nobody is fighting. Listen, nobody's fighting. If you're having a problem with somebody, I suggest either you call it truce, walk away, or be willing to go to a shootout. Those are your only options in 2021. Nobody is fighting no more. You have the young kids. They're not fighting. Even when you was growing up in school, oh, after school, watch. After school, what, 3 o'clock, 3:30? Watch. We're going to see. You was popping all that junk at lunch. We're going to see what happened. No. They're coming up to the school and doing a shootout. So I'm very, very, very sad about this whole situation. Very, very sad about it. You understand what I'm saying? So now, how she got shot? At first, I was thinking, okay, he's trying to shoot at the current boyfriend, which is her baby father, her boyfriend. I'm thinking he's trying to shoot at him, but based on reading the story and how many shots ran into her, she was an intended target from Can't Get Right Justin. Oh my God in heaven. Can you imagine as a woman, pull up. Can you imagine you're coming from your own baby shower, number one, with your gifts. You know, if you had a good baby shower, trust me, I had a good baby shower back in the Gap. You have all your gifts. You're so happy because you're like, oh man. First of all, you happy you got all them gifts because you don't have to worry about buying a lot of diapers and wipes and all that stuff, and you know, like the little onesies. So you're just excited about all of that, and then now you're just kind of, okay, I'm just waiting for the day to deliver my bundle of joy. To be taken out by somebody who claimed they once loved you, to be taken out by somebody who claimed they once cared about you, to be taken out by the father of your child. Are you kidding me? It's one thing if it was a drive-by and then she got caught in the mess, but he literally came there to start problems with her, and in starting problems, he came there with premeditated thoughts and intentions to kill this woman. That's what he did. And that's what happened, unfortunately. He shot her in the head, and I heard he shot her 3 times. So that means it was an intended target. And for him to shoot her where he shot her, it was close range. You understand what I'm saying? Or unless he's so good at using a weapon. And I'm just saying, why did it have to go that far? You know, these days, guys, when you break up with somebody, just cut all ties with them. It's going to come to the point where you have to, man, you're going to have to move. You cannot, if you break up with somebody and you live in block A, you're going to have to move to block Z or move to a whole nother country, an island, state, continent, any place. Because what's happening nowadays, nobody cannot accept rejection. If you tell a man, you know what, Justin, we've been together for years. It's been a lot of abuse. And I cannot live like this anymore. I'm not getting any younger. What are we doing here? I have kids that's seen this behavior. A lot of you women are in abusive relationship. Let me talk to y'all real quick. A lot of you guys, women, are in abusive relationship right now. Right this very second. Some of y'all want to leave. Some of y'all should have been left. Okay? But it's hard to leave. You don't have the support. Some of you guys don't have the finance. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have nowhere to go. Some of you guys, if you feel if you leave, it's going to bring shame to you. Some of you guys has been there for so long, so leaving does not even seem like an option. It's always an option to leave. Please believe that. For your own sanity, for your kids, and most of all for yourself. If you are in an abusive relationship, the first sign of abuse, the disrespect, the cursing you out, the hitting you, the slapping you, making you feel like you're nothing, those are signs of red flag, and it's time to go. And listen, I'm not going to come down on you guys. I'm not going to be like, well, you need to leave. You see he's doing that, girl, you need to leave. You're an idiot. No, because sometimes some of us are so broken, and then we get with a fixer-upper, and he's broken. Now you have two broken people together. It's not going to equal to a whole. It's going to equal to a whole broken mess. So that's why I'm saying to you guys, if the first sign of abuse, try your very best to make an escape plan. And it's very hard to find a good partner these days. It's very, 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 very hard. Okay? Let's be clear on that. So once you see him start acting up, it's time to go, man. And don't put in all these years with a man that can't get right. Don't do that. And some of you guys have already done that. Please, if you're in a relationship and it's a can't get right, start making a plan, an escape plan. Pretend the house is on fire and you have to get out. Oh, my God. We got to get out of this house. It's on fire. You got to go. Or else if you don't go, you're going to be consumed by the fire and you're going to be consumed by the smoke. My God. She was only 31 years old. 31. That's very young. She's just starting her life, starting her family, trying to give this thing called life another chance because she was with Can't Get Right, Justin. And now look what happened. Can you imagine how her boyfriend must feel? To know that not only did he lose the love of his life, but he also lost a child because the baby ended up dying with her mom, because it was a girl. Can you imagine how he must feel? He must feel like, damn, I couldn't protect her. I wasn't there to protect her. And that's going to play on him for the rest of his life. Oh, it's sad. Any way you take it, it's disgusting. It's a cowardly move, and it's sad, and it's pathetic. And that's what's happening in today's world. These people are not playing fair. They're not playing fair, guys. They're not. Don't think for a second that he won't pull out that Uzi and go boozy on you. Yes, he will. Okay? So if you're in a situation where you feel unsafe, where you feel like, oh my God, this guy can hurt me, start making a plan. Start having your escape plan. The house is on fire. Start having an escape plan, or else you're going to be consumed by the fire or the smoke. Either one of them, you're going to be consumed by it. And it's not fair to you. And it's not fair to your kids to stay in a relationship that you're being abused. And it's different from abuse. It's not just getting slapped in the face, getting mushed in the head, getting your hair pulled. Oh, get off my hair. It's not those. You have verbal abuse where he's degrading you, talking down to you, cursing at you. I feel like that one is even worse than you get a little mush in the head. You know what I'm saying? I feel like him talking down to you and making you feel like you're nothing, because you remember that. You could be home one day sitting, chilling, having a glass of wine, and you just go back to that place where you're like, wow, Justin really used to talk crazy to me, and wow, he really treated me like crap. So what I'm trying to say to you is, don't wait till you're being pulled across the room by your hair. Then you decide it's time to go. Make an escape plan. Let's see what's going on with Justin. Take a look at this video and let's see what's going on with Justin. Okay?
No. Escorted by 2 detectives Thursday evening from the NYPD's 32nd Precinct Station House in Harlem. His arrest on murder charges, signaling a moment of relief for his victim's family. Soriano stands accused of shooting his pregnant ex-girlfriend, 31-year-old Shanice Young, in the head last Sunday as she returned home from her baby shower. She was 8.5 months pregnant.
I don't want him to see the light of day,
At the time of the shooting, investigators say Young was trying to break up a fight between her ex-boyfriend, Soriano, and her current boyfriend, who is also the father of her unborn baby. It's unclear if the pregnant mother was the intended target.
And we're happy to report that Justin is going to jail and he's been caught. So we're happy to report that. Justin, I don't know where your parents went wrong with you. I don't know where life on the whole went wrong with you. I don't know if you never received the love that you were supposed to receive as a child. I don't know if no one has ever loved you and wrapped their arms around you, cared about you, text you to see how you're doing, make sure you're eating, make sure you're drinking your water. I don't know if no one has ever reached out and showed you unconditional love, because you are lost in the sauce. You obviously was never loved. You was never nurtured properly, and you were never cared for, because you displayed all these emotions. You put all this emotion on one woman. You put all this emotion on her for her to care for you, love you, regardless of what kind of person that you were. And when you couldn't get that love from her, you decide to take her out. That's wicked. That's wicked. Let me tell you, make sure you guys have self-love. So if somebody decides, you know what, Shanae, I don't want to be with you no more. You could say, okay, Tyrone, I don't want to be with you. And then y'all could still be cool. But don't put so much of your dependency on a person to love you to the point when they are not willing to love you, you take severe actions. Find self-love first, because this young man has now thrown away his life because he wanted the love of a woman that did not give him what he wanted. And maybe at once upon a time, maybe she did love him. But like I read in the reports, it was an abusive relationship when they were together. So even when he had the love, he didn't even know how to protect the love. But yet he wanted the love. Oh my God. May Shanice rest in peace, man. My God. May she rest in heavenly peace with that baby by her. Oh my God. I can't even think about it because it's too vivid. My thought and my mind, how I think, I'm just picturing too much. Ladies, protect yourself. If you're in an abusive relationship today, start making a plan and tell no one. Remember, the house is on fire. Try to get out before you get consumed. I just want to thank you guys so much for pulling up and for rocking out with me. I am your girl, Grace. This is Grace reporting. And I just want to thank everyone who has taken the time out to subscribe to the channel. Continue subscribing. We're building over here. We're trying to get those numbers up. And leave comments. I love to read you guys' comments. Okay? So I want to thank everyone and have a fabulous day. Bye, bunnies. Bye, honey bun. Guys, take care. Bye.